In the quiet town of Willow Creek, where tree-lined streets echoed with the laughter of neighbors, lived Clara Whitmore. She was striking, with dark eyes that seemed to hide storms and a smile that could disarm the most cautious soul. To the town, she was devoted to her husband, Daniel, a humble accountant known for his honesty and kindness. On the surface, Clara and Daniel's marriage seemed perfect. Daniel adored Clara, sacrificing his own comfort to ensure hers. But Clara's heart was restless. She longed for wealth, excitement, and a status she believed Daniel could never provide. Her desire found form in Victor Langley, a charismatic and powerful businessman who dazzled her at a town gala. Victor had everything Daniel did not: charm, influence, and an aura of danger. At first, Clara's interactions with Victor were innocent, flirtatious glances and harmless conversations. But over time, desire hardened into obsession. She knew she could not openly leave Daniel. He loved her too deeply to suspect betrayal. She needed a plan, one that would remove him entirely. Clara began subtly manipulating Daniel's work documents, planting fabricated errors that suggested financial misconduct. She learned the company's accounting systems, created fake emails, and forged transaction records, crafting a narrative that made Daniel appear guilty of embezzlement. Then, with impeccable timing, she whispered her fabricated truths to Victor, painting Daniel as deceitful and dangerous. Victor, blinded by infatuation, became protective and increasingly attentive, reinforcing Clara's belief that her scheme would succeed. The day came when the auditors discovered the forged transactions. The authorities launched an investigation, and Clara's testimony was flawless, portraying Daniel as a cunning fraudster. Within weeks, Daniel was arrested. Shocked and heartbroken, he could not comprehend the betrayal. The man who had given Clara everything, love, loyalty, and a peaceful life, was now condemned because of her ambition. While Daniel languished in prison, Clara's life flourished. Victor proposed, captivated by her apparent resilience and charm. The wedding was a grand affair, celebrated by the town's elite. Clara had achieved everything she had plotted for: wealth, status, and the man she desired. Yet life, as it often does, began to unravel her illusions. Victor noticed her manipulative tendencies, small lies, calculated schemes, and her cold pragmatism. His admiration gave way to suspicion. Eventually, his lawyer uncovered evidence linking Clara to the forgery that had destroyed Daniel's life. Victor confronted her publicly, exposing the truth. Furious and betrayed, he annulled their marriage and severed all ties. Overnight, Clara's carefully constructed life crumbled. Meanwhile, Daniel, though scarred, refused to surrender to despair. With a diligent lawyer and irrefutable proof of Clara's forgery, he was exonerated. Released from prison, he quietly rebuilt his life, stronger and wiser. He never sought revenge; justice had already been served in its own way. Clara, now isolated, wealthy but alone, was forced to confront the full consequences of her choices. The life she had chased so ruthlessly brought her nothing but regret and emptiness. Daniel, by contrast, found freedom, peace, and the quiet satisfaction of a life rebuilt on honesty and integrity. In Willow Creek, people still whispered of Clara's audacity and Daniel's fall and triumphant return. The story remained a cautionary tale: betrayal may win temporary victories, but integrity, truth, and love endure far longer than deceit and ambition.